Dear friends, today was a veritable cavalcade of news and stories that just are incredible, that require our immediate look and our immediate appraisal and our immediate itemization to find out what exactly happened. So much to talk about, so much. The Robert Hur testimony. Did you see this today? Did you see almost the sense of disbelief on this man's face when he says, I'm a prosecutor. I am a man of honor. I might be a registered Republican, but I didn't do this. And they just attacked him. It was brutal. I mean, he got it from both sides. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. Matt Gaetz was exceedingly brutal. Brutal. Matt Gaetz better be careful. Then you have this latest, I know it doesn't matter, Fredo Cuomo. When you don't know, when the CNN gig doesn't work, switch sides. I think Trump's going to win. I don't think there was an insurrection. Wait a minute, what? Who are you? I say whatever I have to. It's like plastic weights. As long as it appears that I'm using them, as long as it appears that I'm representing whoever it is, if I'm on CNN, I say what CNN wants. If I'm talking to Tucker, I talk to Tucker. I'll talk to anybody. I don't care what it is. I'm Fredo Cuomo. I have no belief system. Beautiful. Then Fanny's getting some opposition. That case, I hope to God, still does not fall by the wayside, because something tells me people aren't understanding it. And finally, I told you about this. Where is Kate Middleton? This is weird. This is weird. It's weird that she's missing, and it's weird that nobody seems to be talking about where she's missing. And if you really want to get into something, forget this Illuminati business. Like, hey, look at this. John Cena is part of the humiliation. Stop that. This is good. Pay attention to this. Where is she? What's going on with this? The Brits are going crazy. I mean, where is she? The more they Photoshop, the more I'm saying, do they think we're stupid? They're Photoshopping. Now they're saying what? That Johnny Depp was Photoshopping pictures with Robert Downey Jr. Is there any reality in the world? I am convinced that we have been crazy for so long that we don't know anymore what's real. Look at Fanny. Fanny making this stuff up. Crazy talk. Crazy. So get ready, my friends. Get ready. I know most people, I don't care about that. Don't waste your time with this. If you want news and discussion about stuff that's really like, wow. And if you want that, this is where you stay. If you don't, well, you know where to go. You can catch Fox News. You can see the best of whoever that is. I don't know what these people are talking about. I have no idea what they're talking about. Now, my friends, listen to me very, very carefully. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. Please like this video. It's very, very important. And make sure you subscribe and make sure you check your subscription, because sometimes people are unsubscribed for reasons I don't understand. And there is a story that appeared in Drudge that decided from NBC that said that African American people of color, believe it or not, are actually, get this, actually getting involved in prepping, because they think it might be a good idea to, I guess, prepare when there is complete and utter devastation. They think it's a good idea to maybe be prepared. It's not so crazy, is it? Where to go? Preparewithlionel.com. Just listen. Let's talk about a very serious subject, emergency food. That's right, emergency food. I know, I know. At first blush, it's difficult for most people to think about something that they just take for granted ever reaching emergency status. We're used to stores always being open, deliveries always made, no supply chain disasters, no ransomware catastrophes, none of that stuff. Nothing shutting down our gas stations, right? No trucking strikes, no war, no protests from farmers, nothing catastrophic in terms of weather. Nope, that can't happen to us. And I understand it's a defense mechanism that we have because the idea of ever not being able to eat or locate food is seemingly incomprehensible. Well, it's not. That's why it's time for you to go to my site, preparewithlionel.com. Preparewithlionel.com has the deal of deals for you. I'll take it as a starter set. You've been putting off emergency food for too long. Some people still have a thing about prepping as though preparing for emergency is foolish. Now, right now, you can save $60 on a 4-week emergency supply kit. This is unbelievable. 16 varieties with a 25-year shelf life, 2,000 calories a day in 2 beautifully modular buckets that weigh 38 pounds total. These are waterproof and they're perfectly stackable. 4 weeks, a month. Now, be honest, could you go a week without any trips to any store? I'm not talking about having stuff in your cabinet. I'm not talking about banana chips and jerky. I mean food, real food. So go right now to preparewithlionel.com, right now, right this moment, preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com. You'll thank me, trust me. Today, my friends, let's start off with the Robert Hur hearing. And it was absolutely incredible. Incredible and a waste of time. Political theater, another judicial waste of time, all forgotten to take this man who did one of the most thorough investigations. I guess they should have arrested Biden on the scene, I guess. He buried Biden. Buried. Biden did this whole story, told the ghostwriter, for an $8 million book deal. $8 million. Now, do you know what the $8 million is, right? Do I have to tell you what that is? Do you think anybody, by the way, is going to read the Joe Biden book just like they read the Michelle Obama book or the Barack Obama book or the whatever book? Do you think anybody's going to read that? No. What do you think the book was for? What's the $8 million for? What do you think it is? Please, I'm asking you. What do you think it is? What's the $8 million for? Tell me what it is. Tell me. I'm waiting. Bribe, arruda. Keep going. Close enough. Money laundering. Oh, that's interesting. Keep going. Come on. I was watching today a piece. It was a guy doing a live show. It's like, what's the point of this being alive? Come on. Cover up an international bribe. You do understand what this is. It is either back end or something, but it is the way they pay the people off today. The way they paid Barack Obama off and he and Michelle. Actually, Barack, but through Michelle. Through these ridiculous book deals that nobody read. Remember her book? It was the worst. It was almost as bad as Joe Biden's dissertation. It was horrible. Do you remember that? Do you remember Michelle? Oh my God, it was. Be that which you think you have the power to be that you. What? What is this? What are you talking about? It was garbage. Nobody read it. She didn't even write the goddamn thing. This is how you get paid off. You get paid off on the back end. You get paid off later. Do your thing now. Take care of it. Get paid off then. That's what they do. It's what people, a lot of actors do. They don't get paid so much. Give me the internet. I'll get on the back end. Give me the international rights. Give me that. That's where I make my money. That's where I do it. It's ridiculous. Who in the hell is going to read a Joe Biden book? Who is going to read a Joe Biden? Why they even, and he's reading out loud? He's reading classified information to this guy who then wanted to burn and destroy the evidence? Isn't this obstruction of justice? One could argue, well, I don't know. This is what happens. This is what happens with Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis is on the phone telling Terrence Bradley, listen, they're after us. You don't have to tell us anything. You do know that, right? Yeah. Okay. You understand what this is? You don't have to say anything about this. It's so obvious. This is obstruction of justice. What is going on in the world? How is this even happening? What country do I live in? And you know what's going to happen with this? Nothing. Absolutely, positively, nothing. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing ever happens with these people. No, there's no. We can talk a good game. Oh, it was fun to watch. It was fun. It's fun to watch this stuff. You watch all these. I watch sometimes. I love all these great pieces with John Kennedy just attacking these crazy people. Whatever happened? Oh, they get confirmed. They're in office. This place is corrupt. I point this stuff out. You point this stuff out. We all do. It's like, what the hell's a play? Tomorrow's forgotten. What's the day? Tuesday? By Thursday, it's over with. Done. Finished. Done. Here's the part that's so funny to me. Number one, they started off today with a piece. I don't know if you saw it. I think it was Jerry Nadler ran it. And it was a composite of everything that Trump said where he's speaking, and he might have gotten the wrong name, okay? And it was this composite. They put them together. And it was slip of the tongue stuff. Trump, who can do a 2-hour, speech. Not anybody, nothing. No Adderall, no B12, no nothing, no meds. Trump can do this. And over the course from 2015, so over 9 years, really in the public eye. Think about this. If you think about it, really, truly, they put together all of these things, and it sounds kind of funny, where he says the wrong name. He might say Obama. He might say this, whatever it is. But it's one time. And it's one little clip. One little segment. You don't see Trump walking out saying, shaking hands with people who aren't there. You don't have Melania saying, no, Donald, over here. How ice cream? How's it? Jerry Nadler, que cojones, you've got the balls, and you must. Jerry Nadler, who wears his pants up here. Have you noticed that? Jerry Nadler had a gastric bypass. He weighed 9,000 pounds. I know I'm exaggerating. It was actually 8,550. And he had this thing and he lost weight. And this is what he looks like now. And he has his pants are up here. So when he's going like this, he doesn't have heart attack, indigestion rather. He is pleasuring himself. He does this thing right there. Okay. Anyway. So this guy sits there and he comes on and he reads this presentation that they give him. He reads it just like Adam Schiff does, everybody else does. They read this and they have staff that put this together. And they had somebody invariably from CNN or something put together this reel of Trump making mistakes, but during the course of just a sentence here, a sentence there. Again, Trump's not walking around. They're actually trying to compare. And I wish somebody would say, Congressman Nadler, over here, Jerry, over here. Can you turn? Over here, Jerry. It's me, Jimmy Jordan. Jerry, Are you trying to suggest, just let me hear, that this montage, this kind of a clip of slips of the tongue are equivalent to, or the actual equivalent to what Joe Biden is saying? Is that what you're, Jerry, is that what you're saying? Are you serious? Are you serious? Do you mean to tell me Donald Trump on his worst day, worst, is, well, put it this way, Biden's best day doesn't even approximate in terms of Trump's worst day. Joe Biden is out of his tree. He lied. He said, well, no, I didn't bring it. He brought the Biden son. No, you did. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It does. Hello. It doesn't matter. Because this is going to be forgotten, because we live in a corrupt, sick, third world country where the bad guys run roughshod and the good guys, if you can figure out who they are, pretend that they're making a point. And we have theater. Jim Jordan has his, the judiciary, this, and then we get this, and we talk about that. Bob Menendez, his third, was it third? His third indictment, third, gold bars, the most corrupt. He's still in the Senate. George Santos, it is so corrupt. It is so corrupt. Nothing is going to happen. Now, let me tell you something. Bob Menendez did some good stuff. He voted the right way before. Let's see how they pay him off. Okay, let's see what happens, because he's still there. They're almost giving you a signal like he's still there. This is the most incredible. This is the level of corruption is beyond. Hunter Biden, nothing is going to happen. Look at me. You know this, right? It's just going to kind of go away. And nobody's going to say anything. Nobody. Miranda Devine from the Post, and they went crazy. The laptop from hell. They even testified on it. Everything in the laptop. Nothing. It doesn't matter. Do you understand this? So don't get upset. I hope you watched it today. Hope you enjoyed the political theater. It was fun to watch. Mr. Hurd did a very good job. Today there was an interesting article I read. Why did and this is important. I told you before about movies, and I try my best to tell you that you learn from the corruption. You learn from the despotic horrors of the entertainment. These syphilitic, rancid, horrible people whom I detest. So Bradley Cooper was asking, how come I can't ever win an Oscar? What is it about me? What is my story? What is my story? And by the way, please watch Mrs. L's video, Oscars, a celebration of depravity. Isn't that beautiful? I love that name. This is her video right there. Please watch this. Please watch it. It's excellent. It's excellent. And subscribe to Lynn's Warriors. So Bradley Cooper was saying, what do you think was the reason why? Do you know what they said? I read this. Because he flip-flopped on Israel. He said he was for Israel, kind of said bring back the hostage. Then he wanted the ceasefire. So they actually admit, in essence, so you mean to tell me that the Academy Awards are political? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What does his position Who the hell cares about Bradley Cooper and his position on Israel? This is how corrupt we are. This is how corrupt we are. Yeah. And they didn't tell you why they were late. Why they were late was because of the protest. Because you're being lied to. You're being lied to by people in the media. When Fredo Cuomo can turn around and say, I think Trump's going to win, and nobody says, whoa, wait, hey, hold it. Wait a minute. What? Doesn't matter. They're liars. Everybody is a liar. There's no anything. And let me tell you something right now. I said it before and I'm saying it again. Tucker is moorless. He's like they cut the rope on his boat and it's just kind of like floating out there. It doesn't really. Let me tell you what Tucker's going to do. You ready for this? Listen to me. Tucker's going to say, this isn't what I had thought. I really don't like this. It's okay, but I'm really not getting the traction I thought I would. I talk to people, but so what? I'm a network guy. That's what I am. This is too much work. I got to put this stuff together. I'm not making that much. I was making 30, 40, whatever $1 million. That's what I want. He's going to go to CNN or somebody somewhere. Somebody somewhere is going to immediately get Tucker on his show. They will go apeshit over it. It'll probably be anything that gets as much attention as possible. Tucker returns to because he can't, it's not working. It's just, it doesn't work. It's not who he is. He's not saying anything that's really that great. It's really nothing. It's much ado about nothing. He's no Alex Jones or any of those people. He's just not even close. He kind of thinks he is, but he's not. I mean, it's good. It's okay. But he says stuff that's, The interview that they're still trying to break down with Putin was like, okay, that was about getting the interview, not the interview itself. It was about the fact that you got the interview with Putin. How was it? I don't know, but you got it. Okay. And in the scheme of things, for those, Mike Wallace interviewed the Ayatollah Khomeini. Barbara Walters interviewed Fidel Castro. It's no big deal. So watch out. Some company, especially some company on their way out, something about dying on the vine, anything that needs immediate numbers, it'll be a quick infusion. I've got a few ideas. They'll get him on, and because he doesn't really care, he's kind of a whatever. Somebody will say, we will pay you $30 million, whatever it is, because it will be the talk. They will go crazy. They'll talk about it. It'll be an infusion. Maybe it'll help. Not realizing the fact that that's over. Let me explain something to you. In this world, it takes a special kind of person to do what he's doing. See, Joe Rogan can do it. Shannon Sharp can do it. The other platforms, Dinesh and Ben Shapiro and others, they can do it. That's kind of who they are. That's what they do. That's their thing. It's very steady. But Tucker is like Prince Harry. Harry's going to go back to the monarchy, especially now. We'll get to that in a moment. Because he can't stand this. He's a royal. He's over there in LA. He goes, what the hell am I doing? I'm going to go to what? I'm going to go to a Wegmans? I'm a royal. I was raised. What is this? What am I doing? I don't know what this is. Nothing panned out. Nothing. And now all eyes are on what's happening. Now let me ask you something. Where's Kate? You're my detectives. Where is Kate? Anybody? Where is it? Takes a Potemkin village. Very good. Mr. Miss Fanculo. Where do you think? Where's Kate? Come on. I'm waiting for you. It occurred to me, I was watching somebody do a video, live, and I'd say, what's the point of doing a live if you don't even acknowledge? Where's Kate? Come on. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Where is she? Speak up. Let's go. I'm not even going to tell you what I think because you won't even believe it. Where is Kate Middleton? Kate went on vacation to CERN. Okay, where is Kate? This is the story. I know you don't believe it. The world is saying, wait a minute, this is weird. This should be right up your alley. I don't understand it. This is somebody who just disappeared. And nobody said, she's fine. What do you mean she's fine? No, she's fine. There's like a welfare check. Where is it? Where? Doesn't make any sense. Think about it. Where is CERN? Mental ward? She left him? Sean Martin says she left him. Sean, you don't even know. I don't want to say how close, but you don't understand what other people are saying about what's going on there. You don't know what they're saying about it. Ms. Lauren says, I may have missed it, but what is the latest with Kate? That's it. Getting weirder and weirder. Fake photos, coma. What's the scoop? Well, let me tell you something. None of it makes any sense. It could be what people are saying is she could have gone into the quote abdominal surgery. Very odd. Could it be for a facelift that went bad? An ectopic pregnancy? Could it be she's in a coma? Something went wrong. Something went wrong in the hospital. Who knows? But something went wrong. Now, there's also something which is really, really interesting. And that is what is going on with the poor Billy Baldwin's doing his best. Can you talk about me tonight? Okay. The story about, remember I'm saying this, look into Thomas Kingston, the funeral. What is this about? Now, I'm telling you, how do we say this? I'm hearing, when I say hearing, it doesn't mean I'm hearing. But what does that mean? Some of the strangest connections between Kingston and kind of watch that. This was a weird suicide that they said. They didn't say it was a suicide. And why? What is going on? That's all. That needs to be fleshed out. Daily Mail is fantastic. Listen to this one. Sources close to Harry and Meghan say the Sussexes would have been annihilated if they made the same Photoshop mistake as Kate, but insist the Duchesses wouldn't have slipped up because of the freakish attention to detail. This is one of the most stupid things that anybody has ever done. Do you understand what is happening? Listen to what I'm saying. They are so tight-lipped. All Wills has to do is say, listen, I need a picture of her. No problem. Get MI6, MI5, MI6. We got the greatest people in the world. What do you need? I need a fake photo. Got it. No. I need a fake photo that is undetectable. Got it. I need a fake photo that you can't see the Photoshop. Got it. You want AI, super duper duper AI? Do you know what this man has available? They have the greatest forensic evaluation analysis teams in the world. This is MI6. They're better than anybody. Not only that, the subsidiary agencies, forget MI6, just the regular folks. And they do let something as sloppy as that. Remember Obama's birth certificate? I'm not going to bring that up, but that was so sloppy. I'm not going to bring that up, but please. You know what I want in a weird way? This sounds crazy. This is what I would do if I were Harry, if I were Wills. And I'm trying to cover something up, which I don't know what he's covering up. You can't say foul play. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't believe how secret this is. Nobody sneaks out or slips. Not an attendant, not an orderly, not a nurse, not a doctor. They don't have, remember Kitty Kelly? They don't have these investigative reporters. Even old Piers Morgan, who is a waste of flesh. Even he says, I don't know. Tight-lipped. They know. They know. Just let it go. But what I would do, this is what I would do. Oh, yeah, do me a favor. Come here. I want you to send your MI6 guys. Now, what I want you to do, folks, is I want you to make this almost perfect. Almost. Why? Simple. Because I want to be able to say conspiracy theory. It's a reverse limited hangout. It's a reverse. I want you to bring this thing in so that I can have a little bit wrong with it and say, have you ever, do you not understand? Do you sick bastards not? Can you stop it? Can you leave this woman alone? Wills, who was the genius who said Kate did that? Kate did that. Kate, who, by the way, could be languishing in some hospital bed in a coma on life supports. I have no idea. She's a real whiz with Photoshop. She decided on her own. This Kate, Mom, yes, Charlotte, yes, Mummy's inside. I'm working on my configuration. What do you think about that? Let's look at the hand. Does that seem to you? Mummy, what are you doing? I'm an expert in Photoshop. Don't you understand? I'm a genius. This is my hobby. Since when, Mummy? What do you mean, since when? Since now. I'm an expert in taking photos. And because you see, photography, she said, is a chance to invite one into one's soul. Now, does anybody here believe that Kate actually photoshopped this up? This one? Seriously. This is the most stupid. This is the reverse limited hangout. They give you just a little bit about it, but it's bullshit. Wills, yeah. Okay, Belly, let me get this straight. Okay. What they need is to have a Corinne Jean-Pierre. I don't know. That's the, they don't even have that. Will says something, said, okay, that's it. Oh, come on. We will be all over this. See, this is the difference between Americans. We may be a conspiracy theorist, okay, but they're like they're non-conspiracy, they're gullible. Who believes this shit? Pardon my French, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to be, but I can't keep it anymore. It's like, this is the greatest story in the world. This is crazy. It's like Fannie Willis, what are you doing? Why did you lie? You didn't have to lie about this. You're an idiot. Why did you tell people you weren't a couple then? It doesn't matter. You wouldn't have, that's not a conflict of interest. You could have even hired, had you been married, you could have hired your why do you lie? Why did you turn this thing into, and now exposing all of you to obstruction of justice, witness tampering, perjury, losing your license. I mean, it's the most incredible thing in the world. It's the most incredible. It's the best story because stupid me, I expect people to be really good at stuff. You know who were good, so to speak? Kennedy assassination, folks. Whoever whacked JFK. They were good. Remember when they found the rifle in the Texas School Book Depository? It said Mauser. Remember that? On the side of it, it said Mauser. But then later on, they said it was a Manica Carcano. And I thought to myself, were they doing that then? Deliberately leave something. Leave something that doesn't make any sense. Like, well, why didn't you notice that? And by the way, the people during JFK were all from World War II, so they knew all about rifles and Mausers in Germany. Remember when they dropped the glove, when Mark Furman found the glove? OJ, remember the bloody glove? Remember that? What if he found 2 left gloves? That's what I would have done. I would have said, what? And I said, you sick people. You think he would have dropped 2 left? No, we found it. Oh, now you're going to say what? We dropped it? Yeah. Oh, come on. And people would say, well, I guess. Prince Wills, yes. Are you saying Kate did this? Yes. Are you kidding me? This is the part. What is the matter with people? Now, most people say, oh, we don't care. Right now, and did you see that picture of her? How about that picture, honey, in the Range Rover where you see, what is this? Dark tinted. This woman was always, hello. Remember this? Oh, she's laughing. Oh, look at her lovely clothes. Oh, look at her lovely hat. Oh, now you see this kind of a silhouette mannequin. I don't even know what the hell this is. John McGuire couldn't get higher, said, I'm confused on Kate. How is it shape-shifting aliens don't know how to Photoshop? I think they do. This is the best story in the world. Between Fanny, between Kate, between everything. It was the best. I used to love, you see, that's the way I do things. I'm different. I admit it. During the O.J. Simpson case, I saw things differently. They would just look at the case, but not tell you what it meant. For example, one of my favorite examples. All of a sudden, overnight, everybody was a blood splatter expert. Overnight. It was amazing. And there was a fellow named Dr. Henry Lee, who was the expert. And people used to, I used to be on WABC in the morning, and people would say, how come there wasn't more blood in the Bronco? All of a sudden, overnight, people say, well, why wasn't there more blood in the Bronco? Why wasn't there more? With a wound like that, wouldn't you expect more blood in the Bronco? And I said, there's one point you all are missing. Why was there any blood in the Bronco? Do you have any of OJ's blood in your car? No. You know why? You didn't kill anybody. I mean, this is the most stupid thing. And they missed the entire. I said, do you understand what is happening here? And I used to always say, no, you're missing the point. That's the Kate point. The story is the preposterous story. One more story about OJ from memory lane. Just indulge me. I had Mark Furman in the studio. Remember him with the glove? He found the glove and he said he was a racist because he used the F word, even though he was using it to sell a book. Anyway, doesn't matter. I said, let me ask you something. Mr. Furman, did you know where O.J. Simpson was when you entered his property? He said, what do you mean? Were you aware of where he was? No. Well, here's why. Let's assume you dropped the glove, the bloody glove on his property, and OJ was in Brazil. How would you have explained, hey, I found a bloody glove. OJ's not in the country. What? So you had to kind of know, didn't you? It would have made no sense, would it? So nobody ever thinks about, in crimes and things, it's not the footprint that matters. It's why is there a footprint there? And why isn't there a footprint over there? And why? I don't understand. And why is there no incuriosity? All of these people who sat there and put together Hunter Biden's laptop, and Hunter did this, and Hunter did that, and then none of it matters. And I kept telling you, that's not the issue. Where are the people? Where is it? It's almost like Jim Jordan and these other people don't want to get really to the issue. Let me stop for a second right now. I recognize the fact that I'm hitting you with issues that hurt you. They're rather confounding. I recognize that. But I love this stuff. I live for this stuff. You know what else I live for? Luxuriation. And you know what I use to luxuriate? All products from my good friend, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. Well, it is time yet again, my friends, to hail and salute our great friends at mypillow.com. And if you use promo code Lionel, you'll get a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I know, a free gift. It's a tautology, so sue me. But first, please listen. What are we talking about here? Down comforters, flannel sheets, Giza Dream bed sheets, My Pillow 2.0 sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. Literally name it. Items to help you luxuriate and relax. And they're monster sellers. Slippers, my slippers. That's right, slip-ons, moccasins. Think about it. What do they do at My Pillow? They make things real soft and plush and comfy. How perfect. Now here's the link. mypillow.com promo code Lionel or mypillow.com /Solidus or Virgil /Lionel or call 800-645-4965. And watch how fast Mike answers the phone. mypillow.com promo code Lionel. Simply and absolutely the best. My friends, I slipped up. I did not notice our good friend Winking Pig Barbecue. Oh, you've been with us forever. Who writes, she's being re-educated because of wrong think. Do you know what Megan must be thinking? Oh, most incredible thing in the world. Do you know the real story that also showed me how nobody said anything? Oh, Bob S. says, hunt down NYFD, not Kate. Hunt down New York Fire Department? I'm sure that's something that I've missed, which is very obvious, and I have. Or maybe that's a new crypto version. But thank you for that. The story that I wanted to say. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm not a conspiracist, dear friend. I'm not. I don't always, but I have this threshold story. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm not buying it. It could be any story. It's like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. That's the way detectives work. Like, I don't buy the story. I never bought the story about the whole story with Princess Di. Never bought it ever. I'm not the only one. But people like, if you think we're funny, see, I thought we were very tight-assed about different alternative theories for stuff. Nobody gets near the Brits. They never thought, oh, they loved her so much. They didn't love her. They didn't even think about it. They never even questioned it. The story didn't make any sense. The story, none of it. I mean, there is just so much. There's these little hints that you want to say, I want to find out more about it. Nope, that's it. We're not interested. That's the official rule. That's it. No. Wait. Do you think maybe what if she was pregnant with Dodie's kid? Oh, no. What if she had converted to Islam in this kind of a weird post 9 this let me see. She was Princess Di. She died in 1997. This was right before, obviously before the 9/11, whatever, obviously, of course. But there was this thing, and they They hated Muhammad Fayed. They hated him because they bought Harrods, and there's this Doty. And there you have, and so I'll never forget that somebody said, do you know what they would do? What would Prince Philip do if the mother of the future king of England had a Muslim kid? You think you're into look, the whole reason they accepted the whole Meghan thing was because it's Harry. Harry's not, don't worry about it. You've got Chuck, you got Wills, you got Harry, fine. If Harry were Wills, let me rephrase this. If Wills had decided, I'm going to pull a Duchess of Windsor, I'm going to do a Wallace Simpson, I'm going to pick a mixed race divorcee. Oh no, 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 no. So there was Di. And that was very interesting. They despised Doty and through his father, despised them. And you want to talk about lineage? Oh. Do you know what it's like when you live in a world where all your life you heard about stuff that, well, anyway. And I never forgot. Nobody ever said anything. They never said anything. Had JFK been in the UK, JFK in the UK, nobody would have said anything. Nothing. So what I'm telling you, my dear friends, please remember something. Don't ever lose that part of you that is suspicious. Don't ever lose that part of you that says, I don't know what this means, but there's something funny. There's something rotten about this. Don't ever lose that. Do you hear what I'm saying? Don't ever lose that suspicion. Don't ever do it. Now, some people make the mistake, as I've said, and they'll take suspicion and they'll turn it into fact. Don't. Nothing is like it appears. Nothing. Nothing. Do you think they're going to let Donald Trump win? Let me ask you a question. Do you think they're ever going to let Donald Trump win? Do you? Anybody? Do you think they're going to let? Sure, let's let him win fair and square. He got all the precincts, by God. Oh, well, let's let him win. Let's let him undo everything we've done for the past 4 years. Do you think so? Did you see when RFK did you hear, by the way, speaking of it, did you see who he's thinking about picking for his vice president? This is when I realized the man's a joke. Did you see this? Let me get the story for you. RFK Veep choice. You ready for this? I'm hearing the name Aaron Rodgers. He's considering Aaron Rodgers and Jesse Ventura. Okay. Did you hear that? You are kidding me. Did you hear that? Anybody? Did you hear it? Jesse Ventura. Now, Jesse Ventura is an interesting person. Jesse Ventura. He's a nice man. I've met him before. I like him a lot. He hates Trump. Oh, God. He is a good man. Aaron Rodgers? Come on. Now, I know he's this doesn't really matter. He can say whatever he wants. But do you really think now also, when is Biden going to say, okay, I'm going to step down? When? Is it before? Tell me when. Because you know it's going to be Gavin Newsom. When is this happening? Am I getting through here? Do you understand that what you're seeing is it's all like a kaleidoscope. Nothing makes sense anywhere. Nothing. Nothing makes sense. Nothing. I got to tell you, I think sometimes it's better. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way. Maybe I should just react to things as though there's nothing really to look at. Your thoughts about the McAfee radio interview. This is Judge McAfee. Oh, I've got to look into this. Is this Judge McAfee? Georgia judge says he's on track to rule this week on whether to remove the DA, Fannie Willis, from that one. Trump's Georgia case. Is that? Let me see what we got here. In an interview last week, this is the presiding judge and McAfee on WSB Radio in Atlanta to discuss the challenger he will face in his election. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee briefly spoke about Willis and his pending order on whether to remove her from prosecuting Trump and the remaining co-defendants. Quote, I gave myself a deadline because I knew everyone wanted an answer. And I'll tell you that an order like this takes time to write. There's a lot that I have to go through. And so I've had, and again, I'll emphasize this, I've had a rough draft and an outline before I even heard a rumor that someone wanted to run for this position. So the result is not going to change because of politics. I am calling as best as I can and the law as I understand it. So I feel like I'm back on track to having that done by the deadline that I put on myself. And he told the court at the end of at least 2 weeks. Now, let me tell you what he's going to do. He is going to not disqualify her. He's going to not disqualify her. Not. And the reason why is because the law doesn't say anything about disqualifying. If he does something that where she does not herself step down, that's a different story. But as I've told you, Bev, and it's a great question, the law does not support her being removed for conflict of interest because of a romantic relationship. There's no conflict there. George Keene, ladies and gentlemen, I have not seen you in forever, George. Who benefits from Weekend at Bernie's Palace Edition? No time to clone her, ? It's very, very sad. Imagine what those kids are thinking. I like her kids. They seem cute. They seem kind of rational. George, Louis, and Charlotte, or Eddie, or whatever, Murray, whatever the kids. But I don't know. But going back to the original question that you had asked before, there is no way. If I, as a judge, would say, I'm absolutely not, I'm going to deny your motion to disqualify based upon conflict of interest. Now, if you have any other reasons, I'll entertain that, but conflict of interest, no. And it's not the judge's duty to say, well, I like your theory about that, but I'm going to go this theory. Here's something you never thought of, but I, sua sponte, on my own, am going to come up with this reason. Doesn't work like that. That's not going to work. Sad to say. Now, the good news is, does it benefit Trump? No. It would have been much better for them to disqualify her, to force them to reassign the case, and basically have it just kind of go off into la-la land, because it would have been hard to reposition, to reconnect, re-interview, get new people, start from scratch. It would have been much difficult. Okay? You understand that? Does that make any sense to you? Good. Now, dear friends, I want to remind you of something. Mrs. L has been on fire. Thank you so much. Please follow her at Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. Lynn's Warriors. Follow her. She is absolutely, as I said and told you, on fire. Read her or find her latest one. How dangerous. Oh, no. Oscars, excuse me. A celebration of depravity. That's a real popular one. And it's real good. And I love it because it's true. and it disputes a lot of it looks at what has happened, especially with the John Cena case and others, but from a particularly different take. And if you did not see that, dear friends, dear great friends, I provide this to you as is. There it is, and that is her link. There you have it. Somebody says, not to be morbid, but why lie about Kate? Well, this is, this is the part I don't understand. If she's in a coma, tell the world. If she, God forbid, is no longer with us, tell the world. Why would you not want to tell the world about her demise if you had something to do with it? I'm not saying that, but the only reason why anybody would want to, if for some reason, I mean, they announced King Charles's cancer, and if something happens to him, poor guy, talk about not even being able to enjoy it. It's a tragedy, his whole life waiting for this. But I believe that's really more serious than anything anybody's even reported. But the question is, the only reason why anybody would want to keep it quiet is if you had something to do with it. Because there's no reason. If somebody's in a coma, let's assume, or somebody is worse, you're not putting it off. What are you doing? What do you think? And it makes you, it will forever cement in the minds of your suspects that they cannot trust you. That there's something, that you're devilish and you're sick and you're demented, that you would allow this, that you wouldn't even tell them about their beloved Kate. And she really is. I mean, they really love her. They think she is terrific. This is the part that amazes me. I don't understand it. None of it makes any sense. None of it. All right, dear friends, thank you. Tomorrow we will begin at 9 a.m. Do you hear me? 9 a.m. That's right, 9 a.m. Not 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Because I have a little business in the morning to attend to. After that, it's business as usual. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious night. Thank you so very much. Thank you, George Keene. Thank you, Bev Taylor. Thank you, Bob S. John McGuire couldn't get higher. The Winking Pig Barbecue and Ms. Laurent, or Lauren, I don't know, Lauren one. I cannot read that. Thank you as well. Thank you, dear friends. Have a great and a glorious eve. Please remember, if something seems suspicious to you, it's suspicious for a good reason. We love you. Have a great and glorious night. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m. And until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.